guys, how you doing? This is Manga etc. and I'm here today to bring you the review for One Piece episode 693. And this episode it's about Manchuri. The first thing we find out is that she's not in that room that the Tontattas thought she was in. And I just want to stop right there and say that, and just say how that Moji said, and I quote, "We've been fooled, I can't believe it." Really, Moji? You can't believe it? You just found out after all these years that you've been lied to, and you can't believe you've been fooled again? Really? So the Tontattas now, they do a final sweep search of the whole factory, and we find out that the Manchuri, the Princess Tontatta, is actually not in the factory at all. So Moji reports to Leo and also Viola, and Leo, yeah, they report to Leo and they report to Viola, and Viola tells her father, King Riku, and King Riku has an idea that Viola should check the palace to see if she's there using her ability. So she does this now, and as she's doing it, we find out how King Riku is pretty certain that she'll be there under the guard of like Don Flamingo and his top executives in the palace, because we found out that Manchuri has an ability. We don't find out what this ability is. What we find out is like it's very important, and that they could use it. King Riku and them, it would be helpful if they had her with them now, so she could use the ability for their side of things. So we learned that about Manchuri as well. And then basically Viola, she searches the whole palace now, and then she has like a flashback to when she was a kid, and that how they used to play with Manchuri when they were kids, and they always used to play in this room that's like deep within the palace, and she has an idea to check there. And then we find out at the very end of the episode that that's where Manchuri's been locked up, and she's there crying. That takes up the majority of the episode, but we do get some other stuff as well, like Luffy, Kiros, Cavendish on level 3. They've finally started to fight the giant toy soldier thingies, and yeah, they're fighting them now, and they're arguing as well about who should take them out. And then Luffy decides, alright, everyone for himself, and then we see the end result of the fighting, and it looks like Luffy saying, "Yeah, I took out the most," and like they're all taken out, and they start to walk away, and we see like one or maybe two of the toy soldiers, they're still moving, so they're not out of the picture just yet. So it looks like they might be getting back up to fight some more. I don't know. We'll see next episode maybe. We also have Kinemon and Konjiro. They've caught up back to where Usopp is. Usopp, King Riku, Viola. They've caught up to there now, and we learn some more about Konjiro, about his idiocy, that he's an idiot basically. And we could basically say the same for Kinemon, because Konjiro, using his ability, has drawn the citizens of Dressrosa, who are after Usopp, a ladder so they can now climb up and reach the plateau area as well. Granted, this ladder is very badly drawn and it is falling apart, so in essence Konjiro could actually be making matters worse for the citizens of Dressrosa by killing them off, because we see some people hanging on this ladder just about to fall off. But Usopp's bugging about the fact that Konjiro has helped the citizens now and they're on their way to the plateau area. We do have a little scene with Zoro versus Picard. Nothing much happens there really, it's just sword swing, and then we go over to Bartolomeo, who's still fangasming over the 1,080-pound cannon. That's that really, like nothing more to add to that. The last thing I'm going to talk about is the stuff that happened in the Smile Factory. It's just basically, we have the Smile Factory manager, and she's getting angry at Frankie because first off he's ignoring her, and then he uses her to suplex Senor Pink, and she's just basically getting really mad at him and stuff, and to shut her up, Frankie kisses her, and then straight after the kiss, like, she's all falling in love with him, saying, "Why did you do that? You need to man up now and become my boyfriend," basically. And this stuff is actually kind of, I like this scene because, like, it's kind of reminiscent of life. I don't know if life is like that in Japan, but we do get that here in London, UK, where, like, girls will be falling in love over guys, like, just because, like, maybe not kisses in London, but, like, other sexual stuff, like, and they just think, yeah, he loves me because he's done this for me and this and that and that. So that was kind of reminiscent of life. The battle of the hard-boiled continues now, and we have Frankie and Senor Pink. They stance off to attack. They stance off to get ready to fight, I should say. And we got the girls and now the cats fangazing them over, both of them now. So it's, "Oh, Senor, oh, Frankie." So we got that now, and as I said, they're getting ready to attack now. And that's when you think, I don't know, but this happened to me. I was just there, like, thinking, yeah, alright, they're about to go into it. But no, we get perverted attacks, we got diaper bombs, and then nipple lights. I'm like, what? I'm like, what's going on there? Like, and that's how their bit ends off. So I don't know if they're going into a fight or to, like, like, on some gay tish, like, well, I don't know what's going on there. Like, they just need to fight, get it over and done with, and leave it at that. But that's the episode. I've spoke about everything now. What was I gonna say? The rating. We didn't get much story progression in this episode. Like, the main guy, Luffy, he's still on level 3. Like, he hasn't moved from there. Like, he hasn't moved from there this episode. He didn't move from there last episode. We're still on level 3. We've got Kinemon and Kanjuro now. They've caught up because they were in the junkyard area, now in the plateau area. Robin, Bartolomeo, and whoever else is with him, they're still in the air by Zoro, who's still fighting Pika. The only thing story progression wise we have got this episode is that the fact that the Tontatters now know that Mancherry is not in the Smile Factory, and we find out that she's in the palace area, which isn't too much of a big deal because we've got people heading over to the palace anyway. And yeah, that's it. We learn a bit about Mancherry in this episode, but we only learn that she has an ability that will be helpful. We have no idea what this ability is. So not much from this episode, but it wasn't a bad episode. It had its funny bits. So I'm going to give it a 3-star rating. Tell me your thoughts and opinions on this episode. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.